IVM.
I'm Zarina Poonawala, host of the Empowering Series podcast on the IVM network. I am your peak performance coach and leadership coach, and I'm here to share with you productivity tools, life-altering techniques, and real-life hacks to help you achieve your maximum potential in everything you do, in your relationships, professions, and most importantly, your life. So let's thrive, grow, and evolve together, one episode at a time. Have patience, they said. Patience is a virtue. Come on, learn to be patient. Familiar with these little nuggets of advice? You have probably been told so by your teacher, your grandparents, your uncle or aunt, your parents, probably a sage or guru, even a friend. And yet, you choose impatience in most situations. You feel impulsive and restless. You need outcomes and you need answers immediately. Now, obviously, in your fast-paced lives, you have often misconstrued the meaning of patience and mixed it all up with being lax or sort of missing that drive, that passion. I saw this video the other day where this motivational speaker went on and on about how patience is, sorry about the language, but bull. Yes, that's what he said. And it's absolutely nonsensical. And that we don't need to waste our time being patient. In fact, he was so excited about his entire talk that he said hurrying up and urgency is always the way forward. And that you're supposed to always be in a hurry. How do you feel about that? I'm sure if you heard him, you'd be like, yeah, man, he's quite right about this. Let's stop being patient and let's just rush through it. Let's just go and let's achieve everything now. I would agree. But what about the beautiful flower you planted recently in your backyard? What about a woman carrying a baby in her womb for 9 months? What about a little kid waiting for a new liver on that donor's list? What about graduating in your profession after all those days and nights you've been putting all that effort, all that hard work, studying to graduate? What about that? What about that promotion which didn't go through last year because of the number crunches? What about the unemployed applying for jobs desperately and hoping for a call back from the thousands of interviews that they have given all day? What about having your loved one back from a posting in armed territories or traveling jobs? What about seeing them after months or years? Oh, and what about falling in love? Feeling it, expressing it, accepting it, nurturing it, letting the world know you're in love, starting a life together, all in a jiffy, right? It should all happen now. It should all be hurried. While technology may make it possible, it still won't be the right thing to do. It's beautiful sometimes to go through the process. That's it. Why don't people recognize the importance of patience anymore? Maybe because everything is available to us so quickly, literally on the tip of our fingers, right? You want to talk to someone that you love, you not only can hear their voice, but you can just video call them, problem solved. You want to buy something, you can have it delivered at your doorstep in no time. You want to get work done. You have people you can outsource literally in a moment and they'll do the work for you. Groceries, food, communication, work, even love, name it. It's available so easily to the extent that if your Netflix takes more than a second to buffer, you probably click buttons and go back and forth with your remote until it does. Because you think patience is waiting. Patience makes you unambitious. Patience slows you down. Now, on the contrary, though, a study by Fuller Theological Seminary, where Professor Schnitker and Professor Emmons, they recognized that patient people tend to experience lesser sadness, less depression, rather, in their words, and less negative emotions. And later in 2012, Professor Schnitker decoded patience even more by recognizing that it is more than one type. So she went on to sort of refine our understanding of patience. So patience, according to their study, falls into 3 different stripes. One is not waiting or hoping, but having to deal with annoying people and keeping your calm with such people while you deal with them. Isn't that a kind of patience that we've all had to experience? Another type of patience involves waiting out life's hardships without frustration or despair. This is courageous patience, and this kind of patience was linked with more hope. The third stripe is patience over daily hassles, traffic jams, long queues for public transport, or at the grocery store, maybe a crashing laptop, computer, or phone, having the patience to deal with daily troubles. Patience does not make you slow, it makes you mindful. It makes you mindful about what needs to be rushed and what doesn't. Patience is the ability to recognize what requires you to wait to culminate into something and what doesn't. Patience is the ability to manage your frustration, your anxiety, your nerves, while in the process of a result or an outcome. Patience is allowing your attitude to do a good job while you work in your stride and thrive and keep working towards your goals. Patience is not compromising your mental health and well-being in the name of rush and ambition. Patience is choosing to understand and respond over misunderstand and react. Patience is rewiring your mind, directing your thoughts, and most importantly, patience is self-control. So be quick, be agile, be fastidious in life, but no matter how much you hurry, some things, some situations, or you yourself will need time to grow, to unfold, and time needs patience. If not the world, start by being patient with yourself, because patience is not waiting. Patience is enduring positively with hope. Be safe, be well, be empowered.
If you liked this podcast, don't forget to check out other interesting podcasts on the IVM network. You can listen to us on the IVM Podcast app or ivmpodcast.com. You can also follow us on our social media. We are at IVM Podcasts on Twitter and Instagram.
I hope you enjoyed that show. If you aren't following us on social media, please do. We're IVM Podcasts on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. We'd like to thank the sponsors on the network this week, Cred, Cied, TheWholeTruthFoods.com, and PayPal. We really appreciate your support. So this week on Cyrus Says, Cyrus had some interesting guests. Kayus Irani was on to talk about his new Netflix film, and Mayur Tekchandani has made a new coffee table book about the city of Mumbai, which he came to discuss on the show. On the Wire Talk, Siddharth Bhatia was joined by Dr. Ali Khan Mahmoodabad to talk about the Muslim community's issues during these thorny times. On The Habit Coach, Ashton Doctor is joined by Sonia Jas to talk about the importance of fitness and why this is a great time to begin a journey to good health. The Simplified Gang has reunited and they discuss the hue and cry around the European Super League that was eventually just dropped after 2 days. On Shunya One, Sheila and I are talking to Gurubat from PayPal India. We talk about fintech, the future of digital payments, and a whole lot more. Really deep and interesting conversation about PayPal, its plans in India, and what kind of hiring they're looking to do. On The Millennial Athlete, Tanvi and Shlok were joined by sport and performance psychologist Dr. Shri Advani to talk about mental health for young sports stars. And I just want to again mention some of our cricket shows. The IPL season is on and you should definitely check out Edges and Sledges. And we also have a Hindi show called Khel Niti. Do check that out as well. And with that, we hope to see you again next week.
पेश खिदमत है आपकी शान में हमारे अंजुमन से. Hi, I am Sadaf.
And I'm Arshit. खाने का इतिहास, इकोनॉमिक्स, पॉलिसी, साइकोलॉजी सब है मेन्यू पे.
Only on the Nankali podcast every Wednesday सिर्फ IVM podcast ऐप या वेबसाइट पर या फिर जहां से भी आप अपने पॉडकास्ट सुनते हो.